All right, just giving you guys something interesting to look at while we talk about it, because we didn't do much actual work as we're going. The big key on the Oddity project is that we're matching Harlan's feel, his art style, his world. So the majority of what we did during the week was get everyone on the team to really start to understand how that world works, how everything goes. We got our artists trying to style match and working on building pieces that look like this style. We figured out what everyone's going to do and what all their roles are going to be. So it was really just a project planning, kind of team planning week, because we're starting from scratch, starting from the beginning this week. Coming up this next week, what we're going to be working on is we're going to start working on building an official style guide for this art, so that it's officially saying, okay, this is what line thickness is going to be like, this is what color schemes everything's going to match on, so that all of that's formalized. Other members of our artists are going to work with some of our design programming team to build an in-engine sample of what a world would look like, so that we can play with things like depth and how we're going to work. We're building a game that's going to feel 2D to the player in a 3D engine, and we're going to use the 3D tools to move around in the 3D space. So we're going to have to take a look at how, if you make minor shifts to the camera angles, how that's going to affect the perspective and make everything look. So we're doing those tests this week. Likewise, Harlan, who's our kind of guru over the world, he kind of runs our lore and everything, is going to be working with our designers to draw out our core thread, the main section of the story, what it's going to run through, and kind of get all those pieces, figure out what we need in terms of scenes, characters, what's everything we need for the game. They're going to work on that. And then we've got one online programmer who's going to start working on our shadow save system. So the other cool element of our game, in addition to this interesting weird world, our second really unique selling point is that we have that shadow save system where save games are going on in the background that you don't know about, so that when your character dies and reloads from a save, it's not identical one-to-one on your data. What you did before you died is somehow remembered by the world itself. So you form relationships with characters, and then you die and reload a save, and you have that same relationship. Even though the physical world has changed, the emotional world of the game saves without you knowing, right, going on in the background. So we'll start the basics of that with our online member. That's our core plan for the week. Thank you.